Hello and welcome to Poker News. Bluff has recently launched a database which they hope will change the lives of avid online poker players everywhere. Aptly named the coolest thing ever, it's an all-inclusive database containing online poker players' results dating back to 2004. It then ranks the results of almost 2 million players, compiling their tournament performances, lifetime wins, largest cash wins, and more. It also has a buddy list which enables internet friends across the globe to track each other by viewing the site their pal is currently playing on, as well as their tournament results. It will also provide alerts via an email or text message to let you know when a chosen buddy is online. The system can also fish out the games that you prefer to play by specifying the types of poker games you enjoy playing. It then tells you when and where to find these games. Jeff Markley, the CEO of Bluff magazine, said on the difficulty of gathering such a vast amount of information, migrating and manipulating millions of records and adding never-before-used technologies have been a labor of love. But it's something that, as a poker player, I know will be appreciated, and I can tell everybody to try it. Once they do, they'll never stop using it. Poker News caught up with editor-in-chief of Bluff Europe, Michael Caselli, to find out more.
The coolest thing ever came out of us purchasing something called the PokerDB, which a lot of people are already familiar with. And the PokerDB is a way of tracking players across various different poker sites, whereby we record all their multi-table tournament and single-table tournament wins, and kind of provide a player history, not only for the player, but for the poker community at large. We've taken that data and tried to create something much more community-orientated than what the PokerDB used to be. We've done that by doing things like adding buddy lists and custom tournament directories where we could find different tournaments that suit our particular needs and our particular desires. And we could also track what our buddies are doing online. So if I've registered someone as my buddy on the internet and he's playing at, say, PokerStars, then I'll be able to track how he's doing in real time while he's playing a PokerStars tournament. The most important thing about it, though, is that we're taking a lot of information and we're making it fun, because we're making it accessible to everyone and interesting for everyone to track everyone else's performance online, and their friends' performance in particular. So if you and I play online quite often, I want to watch how you're doing. So what I'll do is put you in my buddy list, and I'll see how you're doing even when I'm not at the table. Besides that, I'll be able to track my performance relative to everyone else's performance in the world. So if I'm thinking, gee, I might want to be a pro one day, I'm going to play online and see how I do. Well, maybe I'm doing pretty well, but then when I track myself against everyone else, I might see, gee, I'm not really doing that well. I better keep my day job and then keep practicing my poker until I'm actually the best on the internet. We've got the most comprehensive database of online play in the whole world. And from that, we can extract all this really interesting information and allow people to do really interesting community things with it.
March is set to be a busy month for the poker calendar. If you missed out on playing the German leg of the European Poker Tour and don't fancy traveling to Warsaw, then perhaps we have the tournament for you. From the 10th of March is the 13th Spring Poker Festival's European Poker Challenge, with an estimated prize pool of $1.1 million. The two faces representing the challenge are well-known poker favorites and rivals. Dave Devilfish Uliot, who'll be flying the flag for the West, while Tony G is doing it for the East. Party Poker have created the East versus West battle by holding a $100,000 free roll, whereby the first 50 winners from each side will have a face-off, headed by their team's infamous captains, thus ensuring a feisty and entertaining battle. Both the Devilfish and Tony G, neither of whom like to mince words during tournaments, have had disagreements in the past. One example was last year's International Poker Championships in Las Vegas, when sparks flew after Tony G beat Devilfish in a heated heads-up. It would therefore be worth entering the tournament just to see how the two really get on. And finally, top snooker player Ronnie O'Sullivan has signed an 18-month sponsorship deal with 888.com. This means he'll be wearing an 888.com patch on his waistcoat at tournaments. It'll also include the use of his image rights plus a number of personal appearances by Ronnie. Now all that remains to be seen is if Ronnie has as much success filling his pockets at the poker table. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.